Hey friends, Sean Parsons here. I wanted to take a second and make this quick video about the levy for Athens City School District that's coming up in November. I'd like to just explain where we're at, address some of the inaccuracies that are currently going around, and then lay the cost out to the individual. So first of all, the criticism that the district has grossly overspent on our building projects so far is just not accurate. In 2018, we passed a bond issue for $60.5 million. And of that $60.5 million, we would build 2 new elementary schools, renovate 2 schools, and then save $7.8 million back for the high school, and the remaining cost of the high school build would be picked up by the state of Ohio. The total overage of what we spent on 2 brand new elementary schools and 2 complete renovations of other schools comes to just over $1 million. I'll say that again. We built 2 new elementary schools and renovated the Plains and the middle school, and we overspent by $1 million. And much of that overspend comes from us adding some spaces that the state of Ohio does not pay for. We elected to put in 3 pre-K classrooms in every one of our elementary schools so we could have all-day preschool every day for all of our students in the district. Now, by most any metric, this is pretty darn good. Especially at that we did these buildings and renovations at the height of the pandemic and when with the subsequent inflation that follows. So to say that we've overspent or mismanaged funds or whatever is really not supported by fact. Now, to be frank, the remaining money that we have for the high school is not going to do a whole heck of a lot there. It's a 54-year-old building. It opened before we put a man on the moon. It opened before personal computers. The building has acute needs and requires significant investment, and so much so that it just needs to be replaced. So the reason why we're asking money to finish this project is due to a couple of factors. When we submitted our plan to the state, we expected approval from them in about 12 to 20 months. And so we planned for inflation during that time period. Now, the state dragged their feet, and it took them much longer to approve our plan. And inflation during this time was extraordinary. 30, 35, 40% for commercial construction, depending on where you're at. And this ultimately cost us $21 million. Now, the state of Ohio is going to put in some money for inflation, but only $7 million. So we are taking on $13 or $14 million because the state didn't get their things done on a timely fashion. And secondly, during that delay from the state, they recalculated our enrollment numbers. Now, the state uses enrollment numbers to calculate square footage for buildings, like a ratio of students to square footage. And when they realigned our enrollment numbers, this cost us $3 million. Now, we fought them over this, but we didn't win. And the state believes that we should take, because of space at the middle school, that we should take half of our 9th graders from the high school and move them over into the middle school. And even more bizarrely, to take some of our 4th graders throughout the district and put them in different places in different buildings in our school district. I mean, how do you even do that? So the bottom line, how much does this cost for you? And how much is this going to increase your taxes? So there are a couple of pieces to this one too. First of all, the county auditor has 2 values for your home, an appraised value and an assessed value. And we're going to be using the appraised value in this formula. So for every $100,000 of appraised value of your home, the taxes would increase $72 a year, or $6 a month. But that's not going to be the actual increase over what you're currently paying. Because something to keep in mind is we had a bond issue for the middle school about 20 years ago that's set to expire in 2025. We would not be collecting on this proposed levy until that one expires. So the millage, and millage is how much, it's a calculation for paying our taxes. The millage for the middle school is currently at 1.19 mils. The millage for this bond issue is 2.08. So this is a 0.87 mil increase, meaning the net increase of what you're currently paying would be $32 a year per $100,000 valuation of a home. So in my case, and this is all public record, my appraised value for my home is just over $150,000. My taxes will go up $47.12 from what I'm paying now starting in 2025. That's just under $4 a month for me. Now, I think it's a great investment for our community to help our kids have the schools they need, the schools they deserve, second gym, full auditorium, and all of the benefits of a modern building. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope this helped clarify a few things for you.